Hi everyone, it's Daniel here. Today I'll be reviewing another Genesis album on CD. So yeah, I'm going to get all the CDs out of the way and then move on to the vinyl. So yep, this was their last album to feature Phil Collins on vocals and drums. And it's their 1991 album, We Can't Dance. What do I think of this album? Well, quite like it. The album cover is very inconsistent to the name of the album, I know. Because the album was supposed to be called Father and Son, which Phil Collins did a song called Father and Son, and Queen did as well, but a different song. But I love the artwork, but unfortunately it's very inconsistent, so yeah. Oh, 2007 digital remaster and stereo mix. Love the writing of the band name, that's pretty cool. So it's a front, it's a spine, and it's a back cover. Daytime, nighttime, nice. So yeah, what an album this is. Quite a long album, it's about an hour and 10 minutes, basically 70 minutes. I think it's 71 actually. They were thinking to release this on CD and yeah, just try and make it as long as possible so more people can buy it, and CDs were blowing up at the time, and yeah, that's understandable, but yeah, this album is a little bit hard to get through for me a little bit sometimes, but yeah, I just got along with each track, you get what I mean. Yeah, I got the CD for £1 in the record shop. That's really good, yeah. I bumped into this. The front's a bit cracked, but still bought it anyways. It's second hand, and the disc worked completely fine, so that's good. Anyhow, let's go through each track. So there's 12 tracks on vinyl. Yeah, there's 4 sides, so it's a double LP, like the Lamb Lies Down Broadway. So we've got 3 songs on each side. Each side's about 15 to 20 minutes, and yeah, I just got the CD because it's easier to play. Yeah, so you can play it all the way through. Anyhow, the first track we have is No Son of Mine, so that is a great song. I love it, definitely in my top 10 Phil era Genesis songs. I love that song. The ticking at the start is fantastic. I love the guitars, the roaring sound on the one of the guitars, that's pretty cool. You got some really nice Tony Banks keyboard riffs throughout. So you got the intro, then you got the verse, and then you've got the bridge. The real drums come in and they sound absolutely fantastic. The gated reverb sound comes back for one more time on this album. And then we get the chorus. The chorus is amazing. Then we get a short instrumental section. The album version is actually 6.5 minutes. It takes about 2 minutes to get into the first chorus, but the climax is fantastic. It repeats the cycle again. We get a great outro with some amazing backup vocals, and yeah, it's just a fantastic song. I love that song. It's about a domestic relationship between a father and his son, and how he left home, and every time he went back home, his father would just have a go at him. It's a very dark song, and just sort of like Mama from Self-Titled. Only if Invisible Touch swapped around Invisible Touch and Tonight would have been a killer album opener, but well. Jesus He Knows Me is the next song. That is a great song, great single. It's quite funny. It takes a mick out of Christianity TV, with all the celebrities and stuff. It's quite a nice song. Yeah, I like the bridge section. It's quite funky. I quite like Phil singing on this song. The keyboards are great. Kind of reminds me a bit of Level 42, with that synth clavinet sound. But it's a nice pop rock song. I love that song. The chorus is great, and first I heard the song when I was about 14. It's pretty much I'm 20 now, so that song's pretty much been with me all my life. And this was before I listened to all the Peter Gabriel stuff, Calling All Stations. Can't talk about that album. I'm joking. Yeah, it's not a bad album, but yeah. This album's more consistent because you got Phil Collins on it, and I think he was brilliant in the band, just as good as Peter, I would say. Next song is Driving Last Spike. I love the topic of the song, the railway, and it's a nice song. I like it. I don't know what it is though. I don't know if it's because it's quite long. It's about 10 minutes long, but I do really like the instrumentation and the concept of the song Phil wrote in. Yeah, it's quite a nice song. The second half is actually really good, and it's sort of atmospheric, and yeah, it's quite a nice song. I'll start to appreciate it more once I've listened to the song more, and when I do my Genesis albums ranked video, I will definitely let you know what I think of that song. So yeah, quite a good song. Not my favourite on the album, but it's not. It's fine for what it is. I know quite a few people actually like that song, and or love that song, in fact. But I don't know. I love trains. I love railways. I've always found trains really, really really interesting, and that song, it kind of works for me. But yeah. Anyhow, the next track we have is I Can't Dance. The title track, the album's called We Can't Dance, the song's called I Can't Dance. Yeah, it's silly. The music video's iconic, got them famous on MTV. I think that's probably why they wrote the song. Yeah, I mean, there's no there's no actual melody. It's just I can dance. You've got that silly dance they do in the video. It's okay, I guess. It's not one of the best Genesis songs, but it's not my least favourite. I don't skip it. The drum machine sounds quite silly in it, with the sound effects and stuff. I think that was done on Tony Banks' keyboard. This album was recorded in the 90s, but you still kind of get that 80s production sound, which that's cool, I guess. I Can't Dance, yeah, it's alright. I quite like the electric piano at the end. The electric piano actually sounds pretty cool, and then you got the heavy guitar, but and then you get the real drums as well. No cymbals or hi-hats. But yeah, you can have toms during gated reverb, but yeah, it's mostly just a kick and the snare, innit? So yeah, the electric piano gets quite interesting at the end, and it's alright, I guess. It's it's not my favourite Genesis song, but it fits the album well. The next song we have is Never a Time. Very nice ballad, I like it. It would work better on a solo Phil Collins album such as Both Sides and Dancing to the Light. You'll notice this quite a bit. People class this as filler, but I just get along with the songs and just focus on my favourites. Like the next song, which is Dreaming While You Sleep. I love that song. Love the keyboard riff. Tony Banks, my man Tony Banks. Yeah, he's great. He definitely makes the keyboard sound very atmospheric, all the synth pads and stuff. And I love Phil's vocals in the song. I love the drum machine at the start, and it's just an amazing song. The next song we have is Tell Me Why, which I think is another song about homelessness, which Phil Collins has tackled before, Man on the Corner and Another Day in Paradise. I prefer them songs a lot more, but this song's nice, yeah. The melody is quite interesting, and the 12-string guitar is pretty cool. I like it. It's a 12-string acoustic played by Mark Rutherford, of course, because, it was just the three of them, Mark, Tony and Phil. I don't mind that song. The next track we have is Living Forever. One of my favourite songs on the album is the B-side to No Son of Mine, which makes sense. It's a mellow, happy song, unlike No Son of Mine. It's quite a classy song, I like the guitar in the song. I love Phil's vocals. I love the rim shot on the drum machine. Sounds pretty nice. Sounds quite like something like from like a Motown song or something, which works quite a lot. Works a lot, very well in the song. I love the bridge section. The synth solo at the end is fantastic. Tony Banks is a genius. I think he's definitely my favourite keyboardist, actually. I think he's fantastic. But yeah, Living Forever, very good song, very underrated, and it's one of my favourites on the album. Hold on My Heart, not a lot of people like this song. I don't mind it. It was a single. It hit number 1 in US and Canada. It's literally just a drum machine all the way through and the synth pads. The guitar actually sounds really nice, quite jazzy, and the climax is really good. It's fantastic, yes, I will be there, that bit. Awesome, love that bit. It's just the rest of the song doesn't really go anywhere, and the song just ends with, Phil's backing vocals singing Hold On My Heart on repeat. But yeah, you get a bit of cymbals and toms in the song, but it's mostly just a drum machine. But yeah, it's fine for what it is. Good single, I guess. The next song is Where the World. I don't think I should like that song, but I actually do love that song. It's very catchy. I love the bass line. Doom, doom, the blue sky, red sky. Very nice lyrics. I love it. I do love this song. The chorus is amazing. The keyboards are great. I just think it's a fantastic song. Even the guitar sound proper clean in this song. I do love Weight of the World. I don't think I should, because it, again, like, some people might class it as filler, some might say it sounds like solo Phil Collins. I don't care though, it's a great song. I absolutely adore that song. Very catchy, and just a really positive song to, you know, make you happy whilst listening to this album. The next song is Since I Lost You. Yeah, it's a bit of an odd one. The production doesn't sound like the rest of the album. Yeah, it's quite slow, it's got a piano in it. Yeah, it's alright. Probably worked better on a solo Phil Collins album, such as Both Sides or Dance Into the Light. Would have worked well on one of them. I wouldn't go as far as say Testify, that was a 2000s album, so. But it's fine for what it is. I don't mind that song. But this track is absolutely fantastic. Atmospheric, progressive. Definitely the highlight of this album. It's 10 minutes, like Driving Last Fight, but I can actually get into this song. Fading Lights, you know, it's quite sad actually. The synth pads are fantastic. I love the lyrics. These are the days of our lives, not to be confused with the Queen song that came out the same year. And then you get some great Tony Banks keyboards. It's amazing. It does remind you of the earlier albums. And yeah, this song definitely returned back to their old routine, you know, being a progressive rock band, and definitely works really well with that song. I love Fading Lights. Love the lyrics. I love the concept of the song. I think it's probably the best track on the album, but it's either that song, No Son of Mine, or Living Forever, but Dream While You Sleep and Weight of the World are great, and Jesus Knows Me, of course. The other songs are fine for what they are, to be fair, and I don't mind listening to them, so that's the whole album. Is this my favourite Genesis album? No. Is it a classic? Yes. I do love all the songs, well, most of the songs. I either love or like the songs. That's just the way of my brain, I guess. We all hear these albums differently, so if you think this is your favourite Genesis album, then feel free to let me know. So there's the disc, very nice. Love the artwork. The artwork's amazing. It's actually these little artworks on the inside of the booklet. They're actually like relevant to the songs. So we got No Son of Mine. We've got the little boy walking like into the sunset. You know, assuming he's escaped from his father. We have Lyrics for Jesus Knows Me. That was the single cover for the song. Driving Last Spike with the train track. It kind of reminds me of Thomas and Friends' Sad Story of Henry. So, yeah, like the Tullen goes in. And then we have I Can't Dance and Never a Time. We've got the Jeans, which are mentioned in the song. Never a Time. The couple not getting on. Dreaming While You Sleep, there's a car. We got a picture of the band at a party. Look at them. And they've got the glasses on the other shot, like the other photo. This is the last album with Phil Collins. Ray Wilson will take over as lead vocalist, but we'll talk about Cornwall Stations another day. Tell Me Why. Living Forever, which has I'm assuming that's a clock. Looks like he's about to go on scales. See how much he weighs. Doesn't weigh as much as the other bloke. Holding My Heart, Way of the World. I don't know what the concept of the song is. It's a bit odd, but I love it. Like Blue Sky, Red Sky. I don't know if it's supposed to be a happy song, a sad song, but yeah. And then we have Since I Lost You and Fading Lights, which beautiful artwork. I love it. And got the track listing again. Hugh Padgham did not work on this album. It was produced by Genesis and Nick Davis. Recorded and mixed at the farm, and really good album. Could be a bit shorter. It didn't have to be 70 minutes long, but that's just what the band wanted, and very good album. I prefer it over Cornwall Stations because I think some of the songs are absolutely fantastic. I like it a little bit more than Trespass, but I think Trespass is still a solid album, and I like it more than From Genesis to Revelation, which those albums you've noticed, they're my least favourite Genesis album, but that doesn't mean I don't like them. I do love like quite a few of the tracks on their albums, like about 2 on each one, but I loved it when Phil Collins was in the band. Definitely definitely a perfect fit for the band, and yeah, it's just a shame he left the band after this album to continue with his solo career, but oh well, all got moving at some point. And yeah, thank you for watching. This has been my review of We Can't Dance by Genesis. Let me know what you think of this album. Do you like it? Do you dislike it? I know this album gets quite a lot of grief, and that's a shame because it's actually got some really good songs. So yeah, thanks once again everyone, and I shall see you next time. Take it easy, and as always, peace.